Oh man, let's get ready to get this show on the road, man. Y'all ready for this? Yo, yo, yo! It's your boy Lonzo Star, man. Y'all know the vibes. Let me turn this music off real quick because you know I'll be grooving a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? By the way, I make beats. If y'all don't know, it's one of my beats right here. Groovy, smooth, iconic, man. You know how I do. Let's
What
rock
don't
out
you
with
do,
it, man.
bro? What don't you do?
I try to do everything, Danny. Now, you know what I'm saying? I try to do almost everything I can possibly do to be great. Almost as great as you. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, bro,
Almost
you
as
killing the
great as you.
game, bro. You killing the game. I'm trying to be like you when I grow up, man.
Listen, bro. Well, I believe that me and you the same age, ain't we?
I'm a little older than you. I'm 41.
41 when?
In April, I turned 41 in
Are
April.
you turning April? Yeah. I'm hitting that road in September.
There
So,
we go. Yeah.
yeah, man. Without further ado, though, we are on one of your favorite podcasts, y'all. The Concrete Approved podcast is back after a much needed hiatus. For those of you that don't know, your boy been going through it. Your boy has been going through it. R.I.P. my boy Anaji Rouse, man, creator of Odina. R.I.P. my father. He passed away a few weeks ago, and yeah, it's been tough. It's been rough, man. But I realized that this show is therapeutic for me. I love doing it. I love talking. I love spreading the culture and the knowledge with people, and just introducing the world to some of the dopest people in the world, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Concrete Approved is gonna be back. It needs to be back for my sanity. It gotta be here. And what better
Bro.
way to kick it off, man, than with one of the dopest in the industry, one of the hardest working men in comics, a light in the community, always put a smile on people's faces, paving the way for up and coming creators. He got a podcast, got an award show, got a dope comic book with like 28 issues. You
Bro.
got a publishing company. You connected with some of the most people, man. Without further ado, y'all, Danny J. Quick.
Man, hey,
How you
nah,
doing, bro?
man, bro, I appreciate you having me on. Like you said, a much needed respite from social media and everything, man. I've been seeing, like I said in the chat, I've been seeing your posts and everything, man, and you never know, if it's cool to reach out and stuff like that. And we've been praying for you, brother, and we know you've been going through it, but we're happy to have you back, man. This is one of those shows that we always look forward to seeing on the Tuesdays or Thursdays that you go live. And you know it's good to be around people, though. It's good to be talking to folks. I see people in the comments happy to see you back. Angels in
Hey,
the
no
comments. I
comments,
see
man. Yep,
Solar the
yep.
Sovereign out in there. We see
Oh
Ben
yeah.
Weiland out there, man. That's dope. It's dope. And
Oh
I know,
yeah.
just like me, people happy to see you back.
Hey, it look like all of us is 41 this year, man. Sheesh.
Hey, it's
Shout
that
out to
year.
1985, man. Shout out to 1985. A lot of goats were born in that year, man. You know what I'm
85
saying?
was a good one.
Get a
85
shout
was a
out to
good one for
85,
sure.
man. It sounds crazy old saying 85, right? But it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Hey, we in here.
Thank you, Angel, for sure. Thank you for that. She shouted you out, yeah, for sure.
Shout out to Angel, man. Logistics. I need to talk to Angel too, man. I think I was seeing her on the Black Comic Lord. She was talking about logistics and stuff. That's one of them areas that
Logistics
I know
is
we're gonna
real.
talk some business, but logistics is the one that I really, really can't I really can't stand it. So I need to hit Angel up for
Logistics is definitely suspect, but with modern technology, it made it a little bit more doable. But imagine if we was doing this, pre laptop era. You know what I
sure. Right,
mean?
right.
Pre and trying to move like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
for sure.
35, so I'm not there yet. I'm getting close. Oh, listen, after
And
35, you don't even like celebrate 36, 37, 38. It go right to 40,
yeah,
straight there.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Celebrating fives now. 35, 40,
It's
45.
all fives. Yep.
Yeah. Shout
Four
out to Brad
birthdays.
Arney, man. I met Brad Arney in Ohio at 5 Star Comic Con. It was dope. It was dope seeing it.
I mean, I really wanted to go to that con, man, but
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah,
there next year for sure,
for sure,
for
for sure.
sure, man. I heard y'all had a basketball game, right?
We was going to. We was trying to set it up, but they couldn't find a gym. I think they were scared, bro. I think they were scared because
Oh
I get
man,
busy out there, man. I get busy, so I think they were scared of your boy from North Carolina,
my man
coming
said he
through
was
and
about to put him
embarrassing
on them
folks.
skates. Nah,
Nah,
that's dope.
hey, I can't touch you on the skates. I can't. Hey, I can't touch you on the skates for real. But on the
That
basketball court, I might, I go out there and I have fun at least for sure.
I would love to do that. I would love to do a dope indie basketball game, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I might surprise a couple people, but I definitely want to go go out there and ball. I think that'll be hilarious, man.
it'll at least be
Um,
fun, man. I never have a bad time playing basketball with the homies, and you really get to know people, in a different way when you play, sports with them. So
mhm.
that's just and I'm just joking. I'm not the best, I can get some rebounds and I can play defense, but I ain't LeBron James or nothing like that. So
I did see a couple of your competitions in the family. I know the
yeah,
foot race, you lost that. You know what I'm saying? I saw that. I said, "Damn,
bro,
another L
I'm
for
not,
the fellas, man."
bro.
And
First of
did you
all,
lose in a shooting contest too?
no, no, no. I won the shooting contest. I won in pool, but my wife, she ran track. She used to run track, and she
Mm,
she she been back in the gym. She's had 4 kids, but she be in the gym. She be keeping it tight, and she can still outrun me right now. But my son DJ, the 15-year-old, this was his first time outrunning mom, which is what it was. He outran her. I already knew I was gonna lose because I got the old war injuries. I was deployed and I got
mhm.
a knee and a back and a shoulder. But I at least try to stay competitive with them.
Homeboy said, "I already knew I was gonna get checked."
Hey,
Hey,
but I'm gonna
listen,
run.
man.
But
At
I'm gonna do
least
it
you
though.
was honest with it.
I'm
Now,
gonna
are
try it though.
y'all playing in like a rematch race, man? You know what I'm saying? Like somebody got to be the crown champion.
I was thinking about it, man. Like I'm more of a long runner. You know what I'm saying? Like I can beat them in a mile to 2 mile, because I got the endurance, and we've done that. We've done it multiple times. Like, and I've beat everybody in the family in the 1 mile or 2 mile.
Hmm.
Because I can stay. I might not be fast, but I can run consistent, and I know not to stop running. Whereas everybody else, they can sprint, but when it comes to long distance, I got them. But I don't
Yeah,
know, man. I just don't got the bones don't do what they supposed to do when you're doing them high impact runs, man. So um I don't know. I'll run with them anytime, but I wouldn't expect me to win no short distance. No 40. If it's 40 or 100, you can count me out.
40, 100 count you out, man. It's crazy. In October, they do the Rocky Run here in Philly.
Oh
Where
yeah.
that exact run that he did all the way up to the steps, man.
Hmm.
I've been trying to get in shape for that so I can do it this year because I never did it, but
Oh
I
man,
think
come
that'd
on
be a
now.
dope milestone, man. I think that'd be a
Yeah,
dope milestone. But it's about like 5 miles, man. It ain't nothing short about it. You know
five
what I'm
miles is
saying?
crazy. Hey,
Yeah,
I'll
five
meet y'all at the
miles.
stairs. I'll meet y'all at the stairs and I'll do the stairs.
It's gonna be
But
glorious though. It's probably gonna be so many people out there doing that, man.
yeah.
But nah, bro. Without further ado, man, let's get this show started, right? So we write comic books. You know what I mean? We understand creating a character story from the beginning, how they became who they were, and where they're going. So I want to ask you, man, what is your origin story? Where you from? What were you like when you were younger? And how much of that carried on to who you are right now?
It's a tragedy. It's a tragedy, the origin story. No, I grew up, man, here in North Carolina, all over the place, Montgomery County, you know, Hillsborough, Durham, you know, all over the place in North Carolina. And I always been kind of a nerd. I grew up. My father was in prison the first 8 years of my life, so it was just me and my mom. And during that time, I got all the video games I wanted. I got all I got all the stuff that I wanted that made me kind of a nerdy kid. So I was into video games and
Mhm.
cartoons, and Pokemon was a big thing when I was in middle school. But just
Oh yeah,
growing
for
up,
sure.
just growing up, you know, into cartoons and stuff like that, I think it really attracted me to superheroes and those stories. Watching like Batman the animated series and Spider Man and all the cartoons. I didn't read comic books growing up, but I had all the cartoons. So um, then when I got into high school, anime, Dragon Ball Z, stuff like that. Um, it kind of those characters really inspired me to kind of be the person I am. The underdog story of this kid from a small town, or this person from an alien planet coming to Earth and saving the world. Things
Mhm.
like that kind of inspired me. So I always just wanted to tell stories about the underdogs and the little guy being able to help people in his community and to save the world. So when I started making comic books, that's kind of naturally what I gravitated to with Aceblade.
Who was the first superhero or just character in general that you connected with like immediately? That kind of like really caught your eye and made you be like, "Oh, hold on, superheroes is kind of dope."
I think it had to be the Ninja Turtles, man. Like every time I think back, it's always, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoons, with Shredder, with James Avery playing the voice of Shredder, and
Hmm.
them cartoons, just the fun of it, the weirdness of it, that is, these teenage turtles that were,
Yeah.
transformed into these ninjas with the ooze, just the weirdness of it that kind of sparked the imagination. And then of course Batman shortly after that. So it's like, it really really, I think Ace Blade is like the perfect mix of Ace Blade. If Ace Blade was a mix of any two things, it would probably be Ninja Turtles and Batman. And that makes a lot of sense, because those are my first two really superheroes that I was really into like that.
Did you ever lose you know, how when you're like an adolescent and then you get to junior high, you in high school, you
Hmm.
kind of forget about the nerdy things you were doing. You playing ball, you dating now, you doing all kind of other things. What brought you back to comics and brought you back? Because I'm speaking from experience. Like I was a big nerd when I was younger. Then it was like a 10-year gap of just no nerdism. You know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah.
the music and sports and everything else, and then just something just hit me and it brought me right back.
I think it was my wife, man. She allowed me to kind of, after we got married and I got her pregnant that first time.
Oh
uh,
man,
it was like, hey, we
first
gotta
time
sit.
shooter right here, man.
Hey, you know how we do. But no, she was pregnant. We ended up getting married, and we decided we wanted to spend our lives together. We love each other, and we really started exploring things. Like I said, she was a track runner. She's really into sports. So I got involved in that. But then, when I wanted to watch a movie or a TV show, um, Justice League Unlimited, you know, I was watching that, and she didn't think it was weird. Like, she was like, "Oh, I kind of see like what the appeal is of these characters. What was kind of cool." She would sit down and watch it with me, and like we ended up going through like more than that. It was Justice League. It was the superhero movies that were out, whether it was Spider Man or
Mhm.
whatever. Like, she would watch all that stuff with me, and she would, she didn't never say it was weird or anything like that. She just was rocking with me. So, allowing me to kind of to be myself, and to, not say it was weird, I think brought me back into it. And then, her being able to enjoy it too.
If you could talk to your younger self right now and let them see who you are, what's the first piece of advice that you would tell them?
Mm, that's a good one. Um, I would just tell them to keep. I would tell them to keep drawing. I think that the thing that I regret, um is that I stopped drawing, for a long time, like in middle school. I was really heavy into art, and I was winning art competitions, and I was doing all of this, but I stopped drawing um, as an adult. You know, growing up, I just didn't take time for it. I didn't make time to draw and
Yeah.
illustrate things, and I think I could have been really, really good. I probably could. You know, people tell me all the time now that I should keep drawing because I still sketch and stuff now. But if I would have took that 10 years that you're talking about and kept drawing, I might be really like, because I didn't know that I was gonna be making comic books, so I didn't see the see there go Kyron in the comments. I see,
Uh oh.
see
Uh
Kyron
oh.
in the comments.
Trolls have
He be
entered the room.
he be encouraging me to, like, he'll send me drawing tutorials, he'll send me things, but I always tell him, I'm really hard on myself as an artist. And he's really, hooked me up. And as my, my podcast host, co-host, he's really been on me about it. So nah, I appreciate the compliments. But if I had taken that 10 years gap and kept drawing, or found a reason to keep doing it, I think I would really be confident in drawing as I am in writing, because I never stopped writing. I was writing that whole time, not
Mhm.
necessarily sharing it with people, but I was still writing and telling stories in that time. And in that time I developed my ability as a storyteller, but not as an artist.
I can I can definitely agree with you on that. Because once you step away from drawing for so long, it's scary. It's
Mm.
scary to get back because that first time you draw and that drawing look cheeks, you like, nah. You know
Like,
what I'm
nah,
saying? You're like,
I'm
nah,
throwing
I'm
it
good,
away.
man. Like, what in the world is I ain't showing nobody this. But we forget how much it takes us to keep drawing and get your skills back up. It's like working out, you know what I mean? You don't see the results day one or even the first week, first 2 weeks. But you look back at yourself 6 months later, you like, dang, you know what I mean? I
Yeah,
really put it in. So maybe that can be one of your New Year's resolutions for next year, man. Just draw something every day, no matter what it is. Just draw. Just put it
yeah.
on the pad. You know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
think I if I do draw, I'm not going to I'm not gonna, share stuff online. I'm just gonna draw to myself and keep going. And yes, Kyron, we announced recently, we announced last week that we were shutting the podcast down, the Foretells
Jesus.
podcast. Because we need time away for sometimes, but both me and Kyron got things going on. Me more than Kyron, really. It's really my fault that the podcast is ending right now. But we hope to bring it back someday bigger and better. So, we'll see. We'll
Yeah,
see.
no, please do, man. It's very needed in the community. Y'all podcast is one of the reasons why I started this one because
Hey,
I wanted more spaces where we asked each other the real questions. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, yeah,
I've been on a lot of interviews where they asking me maybe like one or two questions, and then it's like, who's your favorite Dragon Ball character? Who's you know what I mean? What show you watching? You know what I'm saying? What do you think
right.
about this or whatever? And it's like it doesn't help us grow our audience. Like we really out here trying to grow our audiences and grow our fan bases. So we need to be asking these questions, like let people know who we are, man. You know what I mean? And why we're doing what we're doing, which is
Yeah.
actually a perfect segue to what I'm about to ask you, right? So
Um,
I know you're a very talented guy. I know that you sing, right?
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I sing a little bit.
Sing, rap a little bit, right?
A little, yeah, I do a
You
little bit, a little bit,
I know you're a man of the faith as well, right?
for sure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So my question, right, is out of all the mediums you could connect and reach out to people and just spread your love for creativity and representation, why comics? Why did you choose comics as the medium to dive into?
Dang, I'm trying to think if I should give you the real answer.
Oh, listen, keep it a bean, man. Keep it a
Think if
whole
I should give you
bean.
the real answer. I think I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. And I was talking to my wife about this the other night. Like, I have a lot of, you know how they say a jack of all trades, a master of none, right?
Mhm.
I can do a lot of things pretty good, you know. And I think if I would have developed my singing ability, if I would have went into recording, and I played the piano, I played the drums, You know,
Man of many
I think
talents, man.
I could have, I really could have gone into that profession.
Mhm.
But the music industry comes with a lot of stuff that I don't think would have been good for my marriage. Like my marriage has always kind of been first for me. Me and my wife, like I said, we got 4 kids, man. We've been married 20 years now.
20
And
years, y'all. Come on, man. We got to
and
clap it up for that.
hey, 20
20
years,
years is
brother.
crazy.
And even, even in comics, there's things like we were just saying. I was just saying before the before the show, I was like, DreamCon, I don't know, bro. Like it was wild out there, DreamCon. But
It's wild, man.
you
Sheesh.
know, early in our marriage, like even going to comic book conventions was tough because it's like there's a lot of stuff that happens at conventions that, you know, is not conducive to marriages, but the longer we've been married, the more we understood each other and the more business minded we become. It's not really that stuff don't really even bother us no more.
Right.
Going out to, Tiana goes to the gym, like the gym culture is the same. Like you can go to the gym and it can be crazy in the gym because people trying to holler
Gym
at you and stuff
culture
like
is
that.
crazy.
You know what I'm
Girls
saying?
be in there looking like they just came off the pole, man.
Like,
You know what I
right.
mean?
So, any situation that you go into, could be bad for you. It's really about your willingness to be dedicated to your partner and to, turn those blinders on and, stay focused. So, um, I think comics for me was because I thought that it was the safest avenue. It was the thing that I enjoyed a lot, that I thought was, the avenue that would, not interfere with my marriage and my kids. It was something I knew I could do with the kids. I could share with my kids. It didn't mess with, you know, the church that I was going to. I didn't feel like it would mess with any of that stuff. I was like, the comics is the right place, and I always had this desire to, shout out BJ Kicks in the comments. I always
My
had this
man
desire
BJ.
to do superhero content, and I loved storytelling. So I just thought it was the best fit for me at the time. And I'm glad that I decided to go into it because I think that comics takes well, for me, it's one that takes a longest time to really get a hook into and to, find some consistency in. So I'm glad that I started really, really taking comics seriously early.
Yeah, no, man. Come and it's funny that you say that because me coming from the music industry as well, I was always hell bent on being independent because of what I knew the industry was like. I knew
Yeah,
it was so political. Um, you know, it wasn't like the old days where you just got a dope song and DJs will play it. You got to pay these DJs. Like people
right.
ain't playing stuff for the kindness of their heart. And that's kind of how I view what we do as well. People ain't interviewing people out the kindness of their heart. They clout chasing. So when I look
Yeah,
at y'all podcast and this podcast, we really just reaching out to people that we think the world needs to see. And that's the true form of what DJs, you know what I mean, are.
yeah,
And it's just dope, man. Like seeing people like Mr. BJ who does reviews on indie comics. Like he does a lot for us and puts us on the map. I had people come to the website to buy Acolyte because they saw his review. You know what I
right.
mean? And that's the power of just a dope community, man. People that's here to uplift and spread the word. There's a lot of reviewers out there. Some are just, toxic. But I feel like I feel like that's one of the things I don't like in our culture, bro, is it's like a negative review culture where people just want to find stuff that they can throw
Yeah,
at the wall and let people point at it and be like, yo, that's bad because of this, and that. And I'm glad that you are out here. I'm glad we out here. I'm glad these other podcasts. I'm glad Chat and Drawl is out here
yeah.
because without that, it's a lot of crabs in the bucket, man. It's a lot of them out here.
It is, man, and I think it's unnecessary, man. There's so much, like, there's so much space, man. There's so many people in the world looking for the stuff that we make, and they want something that they can enjoy. They want something that's new, and people getting online bashing everything because it gets clicks. Like Kyron said right there, man. It people being negative just because it'll get more clicks and attention when just enjoying something is fine, bro. Like if you enjoy something, you can
It's
talk
fun.
about something that you can talk about something
Yeah.
you enjoy, and it might not get as many clicks, but word of mouth helps so much. Like I know that in my experience, I'll just say in my experience, when I say something good about something, the people that hear it are more likely to check it out. You know what I'm saying? Or
Right.
not necessarily more likely to check it out, but if they do check it out, they're more likely to buy it. They're more likely to support it if I say that I like it. If I say that I hate something, they're gonna check it out, they're gonna look at it, but the curiosity is different. It's a different kind of curiosity they're going to the page for. They're going to that content to see what's wrong with it, you know,
Yeah.
and
Oh
that
yeah.
don't help.
It don't help at all. I think
Yeah,
what's funny about what you said is that it feels like say for instance you post something positive, right? And it don't get a lot of likes or clicks. And I think it's a reason behind that. Most of the people that are positive and like to see stuff, they don't really talk that much. They're more doers. They see
yeah,
something, they do it, they support it, they buy it, keep it moving. They don't even
that's a
leave a
good point.
comment. They don't even say anything. But the people that don't support are always the ones that got the most to say. They want to get in your comment section. Yo, you should have done it like this. Why didn't you? You know, I don't like that he has that he wears glasses over his mask. Those are the
Man, that's a
dudes that
good
never bought
point,
the
bro.
book. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
I
a
feel
good
like
point.
a message to like up and coming creators that's out here and probably going hard on TikTok or IG or wherever you going hard at. Pause. It's
Hey, I
wherever
wasn't
you
gonna say
wherever
it.
you putting in that work at, you know what I'm saying? Don't be affected by your views, likes, and stuff like that. Because trust me, it don't translate to dollars, man. Like you'd
Yeah,
be surprised. The post you see that don't got no views is probably the one that got everybody clicking to the website. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So just keep on posting, keep sharing, keep getting in these groups, and keep connecting with people that uplift you, man, and that just want to share, share, share your work. Um,
yeah, man. The,
and
the
uh, and
positivity
know the
is
difference
good.
between criticisms as well. Definitely got to know that.
Yeah, criticism, like, and I can take a critique, man. Like if somebody that I that I know and trust, like if you were
Diabolical,
to reach
man.
out to me and say, "Yo, man, I read Aceblade number 10 and such and such. Why is why is he like this here but not here?" If you were to point out something, I know that you've been in the game long enough to know, when something ain't right. So I'm gonna take your critique over somebody that some random person in the comments that's just seeing it for the first time.
Yeah,
But it took me a while to learn that. Like when being online, you know at the dawn of social media, you didn't know that. You thought everybody's opinion weighed the same. Everybody can have an opinion, but everybody's opinion don't weigh the same to me. I'm gonna listen to Kyron. I'm gonna listen to Kyron before I listen to anybody else, because I know he knows Ace Blade
right,
better than almost anybody in the world. I'm gonna listen to Brian J. Lambert. I'm gonna listen to Wally and Rowe and Morgan, because I know that they know what I want to do in comics. Before I listen to random user 783 on
right.
on IG, because they don't know what my goals are. Just like J. Cole said. You know, what was that? What was that song? Uh, Dang. See, now the J.
Oh
Cole lyrics
man,
escape
oh
me.
man.
They
See,
escape me.
ain't nothing worse than being prepped for a dope quote and then it don't
God,
hit us,
dog.
man. Come on
I
now.
know. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna
Flag on the
find it
play,
before we
man.
leave. I'm gonna
Super
find it before
flag
we
on the
leave.
play right there, man.
Dang, bro. I apologize. Cold world, bro.
Cold word. Yeah, oh yeah. No, that's dope. It is funny because it be a lot of the users with no picture, no profile pictures. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just, but it's crazy how the psyche works. We can have 30 positive comments, but that one negative, John, that's the
Yeah.
one we react to. Yo, man, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, huh? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's something that you got to train yourself out of. So any up and coming creators that's listening to that too, yes, man, don't be affected by what you see. Keep that tunnel vision. You know your story. You know where it's going. A lot of people judge something off of issue one. not realizing that it's going to take you a couple issues to get the full picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If they don't know your dreams, then they can't shoot them down.
they can't shoot him down. Jermaine,
J.
that's
Cole,
a good one. That's a good one.
Jermaine Cole, right there, man. No,
Yeah,
that's
you know,
definitely dope, man.
hey, I'm gonna be honest with you too. We're talking about positives and negatives. That first was it Acolyte cover, the Moonwalker cover, where or was it a Moonwalker where you had him sitting on the roof, the J Cole
So I
uh
had that in. That was issue 3.
issue 3. Yeah, that was the first time I was jealous of another comic book creator. I was
Oh
like,
man,
God, dog, why didn't I think of that? I was like, why did I'm the one of the biggest J. Cole fans in the world. Why didn't I think of that? It was so fly. It was so fly, bro. I
you
was
know what,
like,
man?
you know what?
I thought it was a dope picture because that's one of my favorite covers because that's something that I would do. I would sit on my roof like that, so I could imagine Acolyte doing that. And
Yeah,
so it was just perfect setup because he the moonwalker, the moon behind him, just chilling. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that
But
song was cool. I got the
I
foil.
can
I got the
understand.
foil variant. I got the foil cover. I want to say I got it on Kickstarter. But yeah,
Oh man,
that was a come on,
Meech
Meech.
said he
Yeah,
ain't see that one.
hey,
Meech was
it's cold.
seeing that Meech is a new brand ambassador for Concrete Comics. He gonna be popping out with a lot of stuff that y'all ain't seen before, man. You know what I'm saying?
I don't got my indie books here. They all at the house, but I know I got
S-
that joint. I know I got that
Speaking
joint
of
still in the plastic.
speaking of indies, man, let's talk about Aceblade, bro. Where did this thought come from? Who is he? Why is
Yeah.
he?
Man, why is he? How is he? Man, Ace Blade is just a dude who wants to help in his community, man. He's a guy who believed, he was the best at something. That's something I think people can relate with. Believing that you're the best at something, but seeing that the system around you is not letting you be great. The system around you will not let you be great. So he's a dude, Terrell Durham. He's trained his whole life to be the best fighter in the world. He gets into, prize fighting. He gets into in the ring and climbs his way up the ladder and realizes that, there's a lot of politics, just like you were saying about the music industry. There's a lot of politics that are involved in it. So he decides to go out and fight supervillains. He decides to put on this mask and
Mhm.
fight these supervillains, to prove to himself that he's the best, but realizes that, you know, there's more than just him that needs help. There's a community of people that the system is taking advantage of. And he decides, you know what, I'm gonna use these skills that I got as a fighter to help these people too. Not just me, but I'm gonna help these people too. And he decided he gonna do it as long as he can under the name Ace Blade. And he ends up fighting some people with disappearing powers and some people with ice powers and some people who got metal arms and we got a bunch
Yeah.
of new villains coming out too. So um it's just a story about a man that wants to help the people in the best way that he can, use his skills to help the people that he can, and that's kind of what I want to tell the people.
How did you choose his name and his location? Because he's in Vegas, right?
Yeah, Vegas. So the co-creator of Ace Blade, me and this guy named Christoph Hollers, he had came up with the name and the color purple. Like he basically had him, he had his name. He knew he wanted him to be purple, and he was a black guy, and
Hmm.
Chris is a white dude, and I was writing a story. I was working on a story. Ace Blade is this black guy, and because the one of the main themes of the story is the corruption and people risking it all to hit it big. I was like, Vegas is a place that's just a natural parallel. People go to Vegas and risk it all just to uh to try to hit it big. And I just thought that there was a lot of opportunity there for people to kind of relate to that, to people to see that. Paige, what's happening?
Mr.
Yeah,
Page.
yeah, we're gonna be at DreamCon next year, man. We're gonna make it happen for sure. Hey, I appreciate that, Meech, man. We be trying to do something a little different. Try to. There's a lot of purple characters out there, but ain't none of them Ace Blade though. Ain't none of them Ace Blade.
That's fire, man. I actually love the I love the way that you brand. Like You know, funny enough, I use you as an example when I'm coaching a lot of people into the
Oh, really?
industry. Yeah, I use your branding ability, like how you move, how you represent your character, how you are your character outside of your character. You know, with your shirts, with your hats on, just everything
Mhm.
you do it's iconic, and the branding is it's up there, bro.
Man, I
And
appreciate it, bro.
I love that you do that because it shows somebody that doesn't know who you are. It shows us that you truly believe in what you created, and that
Yeah,
is
no,
one of the most important qualities to have as an independent creator.
I listen, man. I've always thought that if if I want other people to wear it, I gotta want to wear it too. And I'm not as good. Like, bro, the concrete shirts that y'all had with the silhouettes, with
Oh
the
yeah,
characters in
yeah,
the black,
silhouette
bro.
joints.
Them joints went so hard, bro. Like, I'm not great with like design and merch and stuff like that, but I know logos, I know branding, I know colors, and I went to school for graphic design, and I work in public affairs, so I use kind of some of the knowledge that I learned in my day job, to kind of put it together for Aceblade. And just what that said, like, I want people to think of Aceblade when they see the color purple. When they when they think of
Jesus,
when
Paige,
they
come
think
on,
of
man.
see, there they go. There they go, man. There they
Paige,
go.
always it always got to go here, huh?
Every
Don't
time, every time.
don't you invoke Lyle's name, okay? Lyle loves it. Lyle loves to get into the mud, man.
We
Now,
talked.
I would
I talked to
Ace
Lyle
Blade and
before about that.
Watchmen would I Ace Blade and Watchmen would be a dope crossover though. Very dope,
That would be
very
tough.
very
That
dope
would
one.
be tough. That would be tough. Um, but no, we yeah, branding, man. It's like, I've always thought of it like real estate, man. If you can get that real estate in somebody's mind, if you can catch that position in somebody's brain, that okay, this character is a vigilante. The first vigilante character that you see, people are gonna think of Batman every time. When you think of vigilante,
Yeah.
but when you think of the color purple in Las Vegas, hopefully, someday people will think of Ace Blade. If they're thinking of a superhero from Las Vegas, hopefully they're going to think of Ace Blade. I mean, there's a couple of more out there, but hopefully they'll think of Ace Blade when they get to that. So we're
No,
doing it.
hey, listen, I agree, Paige, but Danny and Impound are two of the best at it, man. They're the best at
Mhm,
see me, I push more like a publisher, right? Like
mhm.
I'm brand, I'm the overall brand. I don't get to push Acolyte as much, but if I when I start doing it, it's gonna look just like how you and Impound do. You're gonna see Acolyte everything,
Yeah.
blued up. I had to be careful because I was in Cali one time. I was in LA and I had the big K's on everything.
Oh
And I
man.
realized I said, oh man, they might think I'm out here ganging.
Oh man.
Because you know what I mean? I'm out here
Hey, no, yeah,
big, big K
you
on. I
gotta be.
got the blue Acolyte Chucks on with the K on the side of it. I was
Oh man,
wilding,
yeah, you
bro.
gotta be. You gotta be careful, brother.
I
You
was
got.
doing a lot. I was doing way too much, man. But, but you know what I'm saying? These
No,
are lessons.
shout out to the homie Impound though. Like, he really is killing the game right now. Man, I just seen the
He
animation that
is.
he dropped before DreamCon. That junk was crazy.
Matter of fact, ain't me and you featured in a book? Um,
Yeah. What was it? Flame versus
is the crossover,
Impound
right?
versus Flame. Yeah.
I saw your
Yeah.
picture. I said, "Oh, that's fire, man."
Yeah. They put
I
that
didn't
on the
really know what
movie.
I signed up for. They just say, "Yo, do you mind if we put you in there?" I said, "All right," and then that's what I got. I said, "Oh snap, that joke was fire," you know.
That's how it be sometimes in the indie space, man. It's like we be trying to help each other out and trying to cross promote and stuff. So you know,
Yeah,
Paige is
promotion
famous
is
for that.
glorious.
Like,
Hmm.
he's put Ace Blade in some stuff. He actually wrote a Ace Blade story that he took back from me because I wasn't using it fast enough. But shout
Oh
out to
man,
Paige. And
snatch that joint, huh?
yeah, he said, "Nah, bro, you ain't moving fast enough. Let me get that back." I said, "All right, I understand." But yeah, cross promotion and trying to, you know, um, just push each other, man. I think that's more important than the negativity. And there's a bunch of negativity, but I think the support is definitely more important.
No, for sure, bro. So speaking of Ace Blade, how many issues do you got out now?
We are at issue 10 right now. We the Kickstarter out right now is for issue 10 of Ace Blade. It's for one, you can get all 10 issues. But the book is done, like literally, printed. We got 10 variant covers of it.
10 variant covers
10 variant covers for issue
just
10.
puts chills through my body, bro. Logistically, like just
Legit,
hearing
yeah,
10 variants makes me shiver a little bit, man. I
the
ain't even gonna lie to
logistics.
you.
But
Golly.
we decided that the majority of these are only going to be available. Ooh, excuse me. The majority of them are only going to be available on the Kickstarter. We got Sanford Green. We got a variant cover by Sanford Green. We got a absolute Batman homage by Giacomo Guida. The absolute Ace Blade, where Lumberjacks, and it's an alternate
Absolute
universe where
Blade is
Lumberjacks
fire.
is in the Ace Blade mantle. We got Oliver Banks. We got George Gant. We got a bunch of great artists who lended their talents to Ace Blade, and Marcus Williams got a variant cover. Um, you know,
That's
so
crazy,
we
bro.
wanted to do it the best that we can for issue 10, and I'm excited about it.
See, I'm kind of mad that Thad Williams is hearing this because he gonna have some ideas to do some variants, man, and I'm gonna be stressed.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be stressed
yeah,
out, man.
make it
Hot shot
happen,
Ace
make it happen.
Blade going to set 20, oh yeah.
Yeah,
2027 gonna be a real stupid year, y'all, for comics. It's gonna be one of them. Like
yeah,
I feel like 2026, everybody's like cooking in the shadows, just like building. And then 2027 it seems like it's about to be real crazy. I think we all been stressing out these last couple years
yeah,
personally with things
yeah,
going on, but I think it's just fueling all the creativity within the community, man, because everybody seems to be clicking up. They seem to be more supportive of each other. Like
yeah.
everybody just want to see everybody win, and I'm loving that. So I was asking about the issues you got of Ace Blade, right? So you
Mhm.
got from issue 1 to issue 10, right? Which one feels the most accomplished?
I think for me personally, issue 5, um,
Mm,
the villain season issue where Ace Blade fights 4 villains in one night. I think from the concept to the story to the marketing, um, was the best to me because it's literally you don't even have to read the first 4 issues of Ace Blade. You could literally pick up number 5 and really understand who the character is from that one issue. If
mm,
and a lot of times, really, I'll tell people if you can only buy one issue, get issue 5 because you'll understand Ace Blade better in that issue than you would, in issue 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 you know. And until this latest issue, I think issue 10 is probably the best now, but issue 5 has been my favorite ever since it came out. So that's the one for me that I'm like I kind of brag on myself with that one because we really told an amazing story with issue 10 and really got to show people who the character Ace Blade was.
which issue out of all the 10 issues did you realize Ace Blade was becoming a like a household name? 'Cause I tell a lot of creators that it's issue 1 is the easiest one to get out there. Issue
Mhm.
2 is the hardest one.
Right.
3 is kind of when they start being like, okay, I like this.
Yeah.
Let's keep
Yeah.
moving. You know what I mean?
I don't think, man, I don't think I'm there yet. Like I know people know Ace Blade, and I just think there's so many people who don't. There's so many people who don't know about our characters that I think TikTok
It's,
last year
it's millions, right?
With Ace Blade 8 was dope. But there's so much room, man. There's so much room for all of us, and I just feel like we got to get to another level. Like I ain't putting out, comics with Under Armour and stuff like that. I ain't to that level yet, So
Come on now.
I ain't quite there yet, bro. I ain't quite there yet.
But see, even stuff like that, right? Like there's so many community things that I'm sure you do, I do. those are the wins that people really don't see or get
Mhm.
celebrated, but those are the most powerful ones for the brand.
Yeah.
Um, Everything you see right now is dope. This is us telling our stories, having fun, and doing what we got to do. But when you hear about like our community projects and what we're doing over there, that's really where you start feeling that impact and seeing how your talents and your gifts can really change somebody else's life and kind of maybe point them in the right direction to not give up on something that they love or they dreams, because
Yeah.
this was a dream of mine when I was a kid that I thought was completely insane that I would be able to do it. And then you
Mhm.
got older and you realize when you got money, you can kind of do a little bit of something, something.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, you know what I'm saying? Having a little chicken, you can
Yeah.
chase a little bit of the dream. But it's definitely amazing seeing that, man, and just seeing how many issues that you put out, bro. Because I tell people all the time, if you got one issue out, you've done more than like 98% of the people that say they want to make a comic book.
That's facts.
Now when you got 10, you in there. You know what I mean? Like it ain't no turning back now.
I mean,
It's over
I
with.
yeah, nah, it's I'm in here forever now. But I had told my wife the other day, I was like, the first set, the first four comic books, I just wanted to prove that I could do it, that I could prove that I could make a comic book. With that first issue, I made a comic book. Okay, can I do it again? Can I finish this story, this first four issues? Then number
Mhm.
five, like I said, I wanted to make sure that I could tell a good story. I wanted to tell the best story possible. And then these five, I really wanted to see if it could be sustainable, because if you can't put them out consistently and make some money back on them, eventually you're not going to be able to do it no more, So with these
Yeah.
last, 6 through 10, I just want to make sure that I could do it consistently and, hit deadlines, get books out to people, deliver books when they're supposed to, do that kind of stuff without tearing my family apart, tearing my life apart to get it done. And thankfully, people have responded, man. People have jumped in and supported us, man, and I'm so super appreciative of it.
No, that's for sure. I ain't a pocket watcher, man. But I see them order numbers on TikTok. I said, hold on, man. Hold on now.
Hey,
What? Yeah, I mean,
TikTok,
things
bro.
things things is looking a little good over there, man. What's going on?
Nah, man, I
What's
try to
going
tell people to get on the TikTok, man, and it's not that it's easy to sell on TikTok, but there's a convenience factor to it. When they launched the TikTok shop, and you can literally just order it right there on the video, And now
Right.
we see Facebook is doing it, Instagram is doing it, Amazon is doing it. They got, you know, these platforms have learned if you don't got to leave the app to buy something, people will do it.
Right.
Like people will do it. So,
I was
and for
curious to why they took it off of IG because IG had the shop, but it's not there no more, right? And they
yeah,
had it on TikTok. I mean, is it still on Facebook or no?
you can still do it, but it's not like they don't buy it. It's not right on the platform. Like you have to set up your
Yeah,
products on a
it's
certain.
too
I think you can only
difficult.
do it from Shopify, or you're not going to only do it from certain platforms to put your stuff on there. So there's still an option, but it's not as convenient as it was before. So
Will you be
yeah,
doing any will you be doing any TikTok master classes, man?
hey, I'm down for it, bro. Anybody who ever asked me a question, if I got the time, I'm gonna answer it. And I was thinking about putting together like a little series on what's worked for me. And bro, I'm telling you, like if I told you if I told you how helpful like a not even a viral video, but like a semi-viral video has been to as far as sales. Like we sold for the past three since we started the TikTok shop, we've sold more comics on TikTok than we did at than we have on our website and at conventions. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
we
crazy.
don't do a lot of conventions, but we do 3 or 4 a year. And TikTok has been consistently for the past 3 years the biggest, you know, we've made the most money on TikTok. And, it's outshined Kickstarter, our website, and conventions, you know what I'm saying, in the past 3 years. So
That's
it's like
crazy, man.
you can do it, man. If you're willing to put out content and you're willing to do it consistently, people will it'll find the people that it's supposed to find. And that's just in my experience. And it's not just me. That's Morgan Iverson. Your boy Freestyle, he did it for a while. He was killing it on there. We see Impound. We see Impound is destroying it right now.
Destroying it, man. They going crazy
on TikTok. So it's like you see, it's not just me. It's a bunch of comic book creators that are finding their place. There's Bold Strokes. My girl Simone, who does like her comic book is it's a queer zombie comic book. Like it's not superhero, it's really niche. It's a niche comic book, but she's selling books on TikTok, you know what I'm saying? Because she's putting out books, she's putting out content consistently and telling people about it. And the people that like that kind of thing, I bought a copy because I was like, I want to check it out, but I know my daughter would definitely love it, so the people that are seeing the content, they can just buy it right there on the app, and it's just so much easier. So I tell people to still do it, man. And I'm still finding new people every week. I'm finding a new person that has never heard about Aceblade before, and now they can get all 9 of them if they want, so
all 9 on the shop. You know what, man? Okay, Danny, I'll get on TikTok. Okay,
I'm telling you, bro,
I'll get on, man. You know
you
what I'm
can make
saying?
some money. Newton, your boy Dream Fury Comics,
yeah,
he be killing it on TikTok, man. He be going live, just talking about the books and showing the art. He be killing it on there, man, for real.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out, man. So that does lead me to my next question for you, man.
Sure.
How do you keep the fire lit, bro? How do you maintain this level of consistency and drive? Because I know life be lifing. I know it does. I know it does.
Yeah, it does. It does for sure, man. I think I don't know, man. Of course, there's the desire that you got inside. You want to put stuff out, but I think, man, just like the community, man. I'll be seeing y'all put out dope stuff. I'll be seeing other comic book creators, and I like reading other people's work, and I like working with other people. I think the community part of it is so important. Like we were saying at the beginning of the show, like working with Wally, seeing his art, seeing what he can do with Aceblade. This new artist that I got, Richard Brown, like he was literally sending me like fan art on TikTok for like a year. And I was like, man, I love your art. I want to get you to work on something. And it just so happened, my artist for Aceblade got sick. And I was like, yo, man, I want to see if you can, can you fill in? And now he's the permanent artist for Aceblade, just like the community part of it is what keeps me, going. Cause like I know how those comic books and stories impacted me when I was growing up. I know that, Batman and Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon and Ninja Turtles, affected me, and I carry those stories with me for the rest of my life. So I'm just hoping that, Aceblade and King Supreme and Lumberjacks and Harlem, all these stories can kind of do that for somebody else someday.
That's fire, bro. Biggest career accomplishment. I jacked that one up.
That was a word. What you said was a word.
No, it was not. No, it was not. I'm gonna try to edit that joint out. Sheesh.
No, it's in there, bro.
Sheesh, blooper right there.
Dang on. I'll say, Kyron was in here earlier, and we did 200 issues. I mean, we did 200 episodes of the Foretells podcast. 200 episodes is a lot. Like we said, 10 issues is a lot of comic books, but 200 episodes is crazy. Is crazy, and we want to make sure that we can take it to the next level. So I do believe it's going to come back, and I know a lot of people say that, but I believe it's going to come back bigger and better. But man, I think just making 10 issues, like I said, man, taking 10 issues, and not only that, but having my homie Morgan, who never even read comic books, have him make Lumberjacks. He's got Lumberjacks in the universe, and then the homie Wally from Charlotte, co-creating King Supreme with him. And now I don't know if I'm supposed to announce this, but we might have Scarlet Ranger added to the universe soon.
That's
So
dope.
just
Fire. That's a
building with the
fire
homies, man.
addition right there, for
Yeah,
sure.
Scarlet Ranger is dope, man. And Rolam, like just building with the homies and just really going out here and seeing that people really enjoy these books. Like for Ben Weiland to show up and dang, see, I didn't even know he was watching. I didn't even know he was watching, but
That boy Roe is
that's
in the cut, man.
that's what I get,
Just,
bro.
just
That's
lurking,
what I
lurking in
get.
the shadows, man. Shout out that
That's
boy
what I
Roe.
get for saying stuff I don't know what I'm supposed to say. That's what I get. The homie caught me. But to see Ben Weiland show up in the comments and Kyron to show up and Roe to show up, in the comments. We out here really building together, man, and we got more stuff coming too. Like we got, like you said, we've been building in the shadows, and we got some dope stuff coming.
What legacy do you want to leave behind, bro? Like when it's all said and done, if you were to hang up your cape today,
Yeah,
what is your legacy?
the legacy that I want to leave, um, and not just in comics, but in life, man. I think I want to always have this idea that we left it better than it was when we came. When I came into this world, when I came into this comic book space, there weren't a lot of indie people who could really make, you know, they couldn't really make a living or really figure out how to get their books in front of people. And
Mhm.
I think once I'm done with everything, if people say, "Yo, Aceblade did it," so I know I can do it. I think that would be a dope thing. That would be a dope thing to have at the end of the day. Say, just to inspire people to say, I know. Listen, Danny had 4 kids. He was working a full-time job. He was a disabled veteran. He was black, a man in America, and he still was able to make comic books consistently. So I know good and well that I can do it. If
Oh
that
yeah.
if that's what they if that's the perspective that somebody comes out with, I think we did pretty good.
No, I think that's fire, man. I think you've definitely cemented your legacy in. If we talking just the comic book world, the comic book industry knows who you are, and that right there is crazy.
Yeah, no,
I think something that's dope and ironic is that the Harlem Renaissance was what that was during like the 1920s and 30s,
yep,
right?
yep,
We in a Renaissance period of Black indie comics, and we in the 20s and the 30s.
yeah,
So
yeah. That's
they're gonna
facts.
be
Yeah,
looking back on this time like, dang. So it was just a wave of creators that said enough is enough. And they just started putting out their own stuff, own universes, and it's just black representation all over the place. We literally are mirroring that same time period in a different form of art.
yeah,
And that's crazy
facts.
when you really think about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it is, and I think it's important too. I don't know if it'll be seen as big as the Harlem Renaissance, but I know that it is important, especially with social media and the way that we can connect with people all over the world. These stories, bro. I was just looking at the map of like on my Substack, and it's people like it's 100 people in Ireland that be thinking about Ace Blade, bro. That's crazy. Like, why are you in Ireland thinking about? Why are you thinking about Ace Blade over there, bro? Like, what's going on?
Yeah. Hey,
So
but it just connected, man. And that's the beauty of the internet,
yeah,
being able to reach people in places that you'll probably never go. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Probably never go. So you reached one of the final sections of the show, man. One of my favorite sections, where I get to ask you just some random questions
yes,
and
sir.
see what you think. Now I know that you were on a show called Top Five, right?
Yeah, top five live. Morgan Iverson and Javon Stokes.
Shout out to Javon Stokes, man,
Yeah,
and shout out to Morgan. So this is called Top Three. You know what I'm saying? Where
yeah,
you got
yeah.
to screw out top three answers as fast as you can, and they got to be dope, man. Are you ready?
I under pressure, man. I'm gonna try. Let's see. Let's do it.
Let's check the comments real quick. So your boy
Bro,
Ro said
appreciate it,
great
bro.
conversations. Hey Ro, hit me up, man. I definitely want to get you on the show. I love everything that you've been doing. I never got to speak to you, but I've been watching
Yeah,
your
bro, Lamb
career for a
Live,
while,
man.
man. For
Yeah,
sure. I would
killing
love
it.
to get him on the show for sure. All right, so we in here, man. So your first question: top three indie comic villains.
Ooh, indie comic villains. I'm gonna go with um my man Lord Eclipse from Saw, the Lightning Wielder. I'm gonna go with Trespass from Lumberjacks. I love Trespass, and I'm gonna go with um my man the Void from Hot Shot. Yeah, yeah.
Do you have any honorable mentions?
Um, plenty of them, but I'm gonna leave it with the three. I'll leave it with the three.
That's dope. That's dope. All right. Second question, man. Top three movie moms.
Ooh, movie moms. Um, we talking about? No, I'm just gonna give you my answer. Um, Mrs. Incredible. Uh,
Mm.
number one. I mean number three. We're gonna go with movie moms. Dang, bro, movie moms.
Movie moms is a tough one, man.
What's the name? Will Smith. From Independence Day. Uh, uh, what was her name? I forget her name, but the mom from Independence Day, Will Smith's uh fiance, and
Oh yeah.
and I know I'm missing some crazy ones. I don't know, man. Help me out.
There's some good ones out there. Nah, I ain't helping you out, man. I ain't
Movie
helping
mom. Weezy Jefferson was a TV show.
you.
Um,
Easy.
movie
Act
moms.
like Scarlet Ranger in the future. Hey, man, this is what the people asking for.
There it
Maybe,
is. Yeah, that's it.
maybe.
I can't think of a third one. I can't think of a third one.
Come on, bro. Out of all the movies, out of Friday, you know
Told
what I
you, man.
mean?
You put me under pressure.
Movies
Miss
like
Parker was
Friday
Miss
got a
Parker
good
a mom?
one.
Was Miss Parker a movie mom? She probably had kids.
Nah, she on TV, man.
I don't know.
That's crazy. He
That's wild. You put me under
struck out
pressure,
on that
bro.
one, y'all. Last question, man, in top three. And this is the most important question you'll ever have to answer.
Okay.
Top three Dominic Toretto moments.
Oh man, family. Okay, so uh, Fast and Furious 5, when they was dragging that safe around,
Yeah.
they were dragging that safe around the over the on the highway. That joint was crazy. Okay. Then there was, I don't know which one it was, but the one where he literally jumped off of a mountain and
Six.
got caught by a plane. An airplane caught them jokers
Oh,
mid leap.
that one I think was in. That might have been nine,
Might have
eight or
been nine.
nine.
Yeah, it was one of the later ones. But then, the original, that last race from Fast and Furious 1, him versus Paul Walker's character, that was just an iconic moment. Iconic moment.
All glorious moments. All glorious moments. You know what I mean?
Them joints got crazy though. Crazier and
It's
crazier
hard because
as the movies
Dom
went on.
outran a submarine. He outran a plane crash. He
Bro.
what else he did? He stomped on the ground and collapsed the whole parking
Collapsed
garage.
a parking garage with a
Yes.
Timberland boot.
He crashed his car to jump across the highway to save his girl.
Right. Yep. Yep.
Dom got the moments, man. Dom got the moments.
Yeah.
Dom might be the greatest. Dom might be one of the
He might be a
most
superhero.
overpowered. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
man. His blood definitely needs to be tested for sure.
It was
For sure.
crazy. The movies got crazier and crazier. And they got a new one coming out too, right?
My man said, Home Alone. Nah, his mama was tripping.
Walmart.
Are you serious?
Hey, she was gonna get back to her son though. She left the whole rest of the family. She was like, "Man, I don't care. Y'all listen, y'all can take the plane
Okay,
back. I'm
okay.
getting
The
in the
first
van.
one.
I'm going by plane, trains, and holiday and automobiles to get back to my son." She shouldn't have left him though. But there was like 30 of them.
Twice, right? It was two or three times, right?
Yeah,
How
yeah,
many times did she leave him?
yeah. She left him twice, and then the third one was they got mixed up. What was it, Manhattan or something like that? I don't know.
Had that boy in the trenches out there, man, by
Dang,
himself. So
the
yeah,
movie.
man. So as we wrap up, bro, message to your fans and supporters, man, and let them know what you got going on right now and how long they got left.
Man, I appreciate y'all, man. Just like I always say, stay vigilant out there, man. Go out here and do your thing, man. Just keep it pushing, man, because it's a lot of good out here in the world. We just got to get to it. And we got 5 more days on the Kickstarter for Aceblade number 10, Aceblade 1 through 10. And we definitely can use your help, your support, your shares, your pledges. Tell your mama, tell your cousin, tell your friends. You
Tell them
know,
all.
if you think that they like comics, if you think that they would like to see a dope character, make it to the next level, man. We would appreciate your support.
That's fire, bro. Yeah, make sure y'all go check out that Kickstarter, man. It's dope. Danny always delivers. It's always high quality product. And you're supporting a family man, a man that cares about a community, who shows, he's the modern day Uncle Phil out here, man. You know what I mean? So, so
I'll take
y'all
it.
make
I'll
sure,
take it.
so y'all make sure y'all go support and just keep that train rolling because he ain't stopping at 10. I hope y'all know that. I hope
No,
y'all know that. It ain't stopping at 10. Like he eating too good on TikTok for that, man. You know what I
hey,
mean?
we already got 11 through 14 in progress, bro. We
Mapped
already
out. See, that's
come
crazy. And
on now.
that's why y'all should support this Kickstarter because it's already continuing. You ain't gotta worry and wait for too long. It's our priority plan for a couple months from now when the next, campaign probably gonna drop, man. So and they got a universe, man. The fourth wall they got lumberjacks, they got King Supreme.
Yeah,
King Supreme is dope, and I love the aesthetics of that book as well.
yeah, yeah.
And yeah, but I got them all in my collection as well too. And Danny,
Sir,
I just thank you, man, for being a light in the community, spreading the gospel, spreading the love, and giving others opportunities as well, man, for sure. Like
for sure, bro.
indie comics wouldn't be what it is without your presence, bro. And I'm glad to share this space with you.
Nah, man, I appreciate you, brother. And thank you for having me on. Like I said, man, you did not have to come back to do this, and I appreciate you, taking the time to help push the message and come on having a conversation with your boy, man. I appreciate
That's dope, man. You know what I'm saying? If I could hear my pops, he would definitely be saying, "Boy, you better hurry up and get up out there, man. Stop playing. Do
you.
what I know you do, and keep on spreading that word, man." So I'm doing this for pops,
Sir,
doing this for Najee, everybody that's lost or going through it, need prayers, man. Definitely, definitely, bro.
sir.
So y'all know the vibes though, man. This has been Concrete Approved, and this has been a banger. Y'all know the vibes, man. Catch us on the flip side. Dope show.